The Stars is already in the semifinals. Here to talk about the show is Hunter Lisle with the Arthur Murray Dance Studio. Hunter, thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you again.
It's so good to see you. It's great to be back on the air. Every week it's been more and more exciting. And now we're in the semifinals. 5 couples left dancing a ballroom dance and a Latin dance. And it was exciting to see that because you have the energy. And at this last part of the season, the dancing is amazing.
Is there a dance that's more complicated, or does it just depend on the person and what they might excel at?
A lot of the dances are harder because of the speed. Like you looked at the quick step last night. That's a beautiful dance, but it's very fast. So they've got to have the control and the movement. So that's more challenging. But a lot of it's emotion too. We saw some comebacks last night with Jason Mraz, things like that. They were just mind-boggling for this season. I mean, they all had great scores last night. There was not a loser among anyone.
And a lot of it might be, too, like an adrenaline rush, too. They're getting to the finish line, right? And they're excited for
That's right.
what could be if they become the winner.
Yeah, the nerves were really high last night, you could tell. And we had some of the favorites. I mean, even Allison Hannigan, who was very nervous, very excited. She made it to the final. And she got out there doing Footloose, but had forgotten there was a remake of Footloose. Of course, Julianne Hough danced in it, actually, in 2011, I believe. And they redid the whole movie. So that was kind of fun, too. But she got out there, she did it, she stayed in it. But the nerves with her were very high, you could tell. And the first one we had, of course, one celebrity had a rib injury. And so she was dancing with that the whole time. And you could see it with her arm movements. Again, they weren't as high as they could have been. But even, I think it was Carrie Ann mentioned it, and I was like, you could see it, but she powered on through.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah.
The mental toughness and physical toughness for a competition like this.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a fun thing because you got people out there dancing that have never danced. And they get out there and they've got to perform, they've got to look good, and they have a ball doing it. And this season, at the last part, I've never seen a night like last night. I mean, there was no one voted off. I know I'm giving that away for those who haven't seen it. We all thought Allison would be off the show, and they saved everybody. So next week will be the first week in history, in 32 seasons, that they've had a 5-couple final. So it's going to be interesting.
Really?
Yeah, never had that happen before. And
what do they do with that if there's so many?
It's going to be wild. There's going to be a few surprises that we can't give away just yet, but we will later. But they're going to put all 5 against each other, and they'll crown the champion, the mirror ball winner. So it's going to be interesting next week. It'll be probably the best one they've ever had, actually.
That is really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure people like twists and turns.
Yeah, and there was a couple of shocks last night. You saw Jason Mraz, who had a comeback, and he was struggling. He did a Viennese waltz to one of his own songs. Timing was a little bit off, unfortunately, but nobody caught that. Everybody liked it, and the music was great. It was emotional. Then later in the show, you had Xochitl doing samba, which was amazing. And then you saw La Vie en Rose, which was by Lady Gaga, but it was a great dance. It brought a lot of emotion. It brought the tears in the audience, you could tell, and it brought the house down. Perfect scores. A lot of them had perfect scores last night.
What would you say to folks who might be watching who are inspired to get into dancing? You have the Arthur Murray Dance Studio. What should they know about your studio? It's
very easy. We've been here for 23 years. We've taught all of Kentucky to dance and continue doing that. We try to make it easy. If you can walk in the door, you can learn to dance. We've said that for a long time. But we make it easy. So we're going to do something for Christmas now with a BOGO. Buy one, get one free. So if you're watching this, text DANCE to 859-278-7711. You're going to get 2 free lessons for yourself and a gift certificate to give to somebody else. So it's going to be
a great gift for the holidays.
Something fun. You know, you got to help each other and have a good time. And so it's like the give a gift, get a gift. So all you got to do is text DANCE, do it now, to 859-278-7711, and you're going to get a gift and just have a great time. That's what it's all about.
And how can folks learn more about your dance studio, where you're located and all that?
We've been in Alexandria Drive for 23 years, so we're right across from Kroger's. A long time. You can go to dancingiseasy.com, or you can also text the phone number, text call 24/7. Again, you've heard it before, 859-278-7711, and the website is dancingiseasy.com. So it's easy to be there. We try to make it fun, and if you walk in the door, you can learn to dance.
There you go. I really like that. Yeah. Especially we've talked before, I'm not very good at dancing, so it's...
Not yet.
Not yet. I have to take lessons at your studio, and then I'll be much better.
The challenge is on for a charity event next year, maybe. You never can tell.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Hunter, for coming in.
Us.
Really appreciate it.